Good morning. Welcome to my home and welcome to my heart. I'm just going to adjust that camera angle a bit. Excuse my face in your face. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Monday morning. I'm going to start to bounce already because the bouncing process is that releasing, letting go process. And I labeled this digging out of the low places. There's all kinds of factors that can move us into, shift us into a low place. And I'm in one of those right now, and I'd like to shift myself out of that. There's so many factors that can be involved. Poor nutrition. It was Halloween. We ate garbage. For me, that does affect me a fair bit. Different life circumstances that happen that kind of blindside you until you get balanced again. Things like that can go on. What's happening in the universe? Where the planets are, where the pull and the push is. Where the energy is lifting and not lifting, and that part's kind of interesting, and I'm not really very up on it, but I had somebody explain it to me the other day, because I said, okay, so where all the planets are aligning and how the cosmos is moving, how does that affect us, and why is that important to know? And the example that they gave me was the fact that when we look at the weather and the weather forecast, we understand how we should act according to the weather. And so we, you can come through and go up. Maggie would like to say hello. We understand, so I look at the weather, and right now the weather is minus 14 degrees, so I know that I should really put on some winter clothing. I should take care of how I drive. I should plan more extra time. And so as we understand the weather, we understand the cosmic weather, we can understand things that are happening. So if I drive in crappy weather and go off the road, I understand that I should have slowed down, or I should have maybe even canceled my trip if I decide I'm going to go out when the weather's really badly. So all these factors, some known, some unknown, can really affect how we act, and can really affect what's happening around us and can affect us. And unless we know them, and sometimes we don't, and sometimes we'll never know, but all of a sudden we just feel like we're hit with something that kind of lays on us and hangs on us like a heavy blanket. And it's hard to get out of. How do we balance through that? Well, our Qigong practice can be extremely helpful, because we don't have to know, I don't have to know everything about everything, or almost anything, to be able to move myself from that place of feeling flattened and down and tough into a different space. And the first part of the practice is our bounce and our breathing. We breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as we bounce and stretch and swivel, we start to release stuff that was stuck to us. We don't know what it was, what it's for, where it came from. We don't have to know, but we can let it go. We can just shake it off, allowing our hands to float above our heads. And breathing in and breathing out. Receiving any yawning that might occur. Yawning is a release of stress, movement of energy. Allowing your eyes to close. That gentle bounce. Wrists are soft, elbows are soft, shoulders are soft. You can leave the gate open so she can come out if she wants. We have a mummy puppy here with 5 little puppies, and she's on 2 weeks of her having these babies. And she needs some mental health too. She's a very dedicated mom. She needs to be able to choose whether she'd like to be in with her puppies at this point or out with us and just taking a break. reconnecting in a different way. Breathing in, breathing out, bouncing and releasing. Swiveling again. Nice and easy. Chin down. Breathe in and breathe in a smile to our face. Even if there might not be a reason that you can think of why you might want to smile. Part of me resists the smile a little bit because I want to be able to move what's there and not cover it up. And that's valid. That's where the bounce can come in. And just as I said that, the smile came more organically because I realized at some cellular level that the bouncing is moving the stuff. And that the bouncing is releasing that which was stuck to me, stuck to lots of people. We're going to use our exhale now to bring our body into a quiet stillness. Just feeling the expansion that I'm feeling. Today's meditation is going to be a quiet one. Feel the chi. It expands. It elevates, it lifts. Feel it in our palms, our fingertips, the arms, the torso, the legs, the feet. Bringing our hands into the lower dantian position. Here we feel our chi in our lower dantian, our navel area. Through our palms. We use our visualization to bring in a beautiful column of white light coming in from the top of our head. As we stay in this space, we call upon the energy of our master. We say something like, "Dear Master, with deep gratitude for the knowledge and the wisdom that I have received from Thee, I'm grateful for this practice. I'm grateful for all the knowledge that I get. I set the intention for my practice today to release sadness and depression. And to bring in instead a hope and a joy. A contentment. As we set the intention for this practice today, we now come into the universe with our password. I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together as one. Today we'll engage with, I was going to engage in the first movement of the 5 healing movements, but I feel to engage in the 4th movement, the connection with our body. connecting with our body's energy. Your right foot walks out a little bit deeper. Breathing switches from in through the nose and out through the mouth to in through the nose and out through the nose. As we shift our body to the right, we exhale. As we shift our body to the left, we inhale. We're engaging with the lung energy today. Beautiful white light is the color. The contracting feelings are sadness and depression. The expanding feeling is contentment. As we work with our different systems and our different movements, they're not exclusive. I can feel a tension, almost a nausea in my stomach as well. So as I breathe into that, breathe into the feeling of contentment. Contentment for me today translates into knowing that my master understands everything, sees everything, and can help guide me through turbulent waters. I am content. I invite in the feeling of contentment right now. I am content. I am content in my master's energy. I am content having studied the wisdom of the ages and the stories of the ages that tell me that when I rest into my master's energy, all is well. All is well. is well. I am content. Bringing our feet back into supported position. We come back into the beginning of the universe. And feel our chi spinning faster and faster to the right, condensing brighter and brighter and faster, and we invite that chi into our lower dantian. Breathing it in. Connecting with the universe, connecting with our master, connecting with ourself within the universe. Breathing in that chi, that dan, into our lower dantian, storing it there as our reservoir for the day. In deep gratitude and contentment. Now we harvest our chi by bringing our hands together and rubbing them. Hands on the face. Rubbing the whole face, up on either side of the nose, up to the forehead, hairline. I love you. Feel this caress of love from the universe. Feel the understanding of the universe and feel the understanding and the compassion that comes from the universe, knowing exactly how we're feeling and why. And to help us resolve and move through those feelings. Tapping the top of our head. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to rub our ears, massage the ears. The whole body is represented in the face and in the ears. And as we massage them and rub them, we stimulate the whole body. Tapping the top of, or the back of our head, hand on the forehead, tapping the occipital bones. 6, 7, 8, 9. Lifting up the C7. That's just that little pad of skin at the top of our, right on top of the spinal cord where it joins into the neck, from the back to the neck. That's your C7 vertebrae. That's a gate. It holds a lot of tension because there's a very fine channels that go up into the head, into the brain. And we tend to close that gate with a lot of tension. Opening the shoulders, opening them up. Tapping down the chest. And opening up, tapping the inside of the arm, crook of the arm, left hand, and the right side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Under the left elbow, armpit. This is an armpit. 7, 8, 9, and the right armpit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And tapping down the whole body. And rubbing our kidneys at vitality center. And tapping into the sacrum. And tapping on the outsides of the hips. And the groin. Down to the top of the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the backs of the knees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the left side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the right side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And let's go up on our toes and dropping to our heels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sometimes we expect ourselves to be happy and cheerful and on top of things all the time. And life has its ups and downs, and as we sit with ourselves within what we are and what we're feeling and what life has brought to us, and give ourselves some compassion and the allowance to just be there. Bringing in and inviting in those feelings that the different movements elicit, and also at the same time feeling what we are feeling, because that's what we're going to be moving. That's what we can't really move it until we have felt it. So thank you for joining with me today. Thank you for connecting with me today. I appreciate it. I love you. I appreciate the feelings that I have coming back through the technology. I love you. Namaste. Blessings on your day today.